The large dining table seats 8 people comfortably, but tonight, it only holds Kate, a plate of untouched food, and a silence so thick she can hear the refrigerator humming from the far end of the kitchen. Outside, a heavy rain beats against the windows, drowning out all outside noise. Inside, the only sound is the ticking of the clock in the hallway. Kate looks down at her plate. The rich stew she spent hours cooking over a hot stove has grown cold. She made her husband's favorite meal, hoping that the familiar aroma would bring Kelvin closer to her. But his chair is empty. Again, when she walks across the living room, her bare feet make a sharp, slapping sound against the polished floor tiles. It is a beautiful house, a massive luxury home with high ceilings and beautiful walls. To the world outside, she is the luckiest woman alive. She is the wife of a very successful man whose name opens doors in business. But as she catches her reflection in the mirror, she does not see a happy wife. She sees a ghost. Kate is 28 years old, but her eyes look tired. She gave up her promising career and her dreams of opening her own business because her husband said, "My wife does not need to work for pennies. Stay home and take care of our beautiful house." So she built a perfect home, but she forgot to make sure there was a place for her inside it. At exactly 11:45 p.m., the heavy iron gates opened. Headlights shine through the curtains. Her heart does a familiar, desperate jump. She smooths down her dress and stands up, waiting. The front door opens. Kelvin walks in, his suit jacket draped over one arm, his tie loosened. He is a handsome, successful man who carries himself with absolute confidence. "Welcome home," she says, her voice soft. He stops, looking down at his phone. He doesn't look up at her. He never looks up. "Yeah, why are you still awake? I told you not to wait up. I made your favorite meal," she whispers, pointing toward the dining table. "I ate at the office. The meeting ran late," he says casually, slipping off his shoes. He finally glances at her, but his eyes pass over her as if she is just another expensive piece of furniture he paid for and forgot about. "I have an early flight tomorrow. Make sure my clothes are ironed." Before she can answer, he is already walking up the stairs. Later, in their large bed, Kate lies on her side, staring at the shadows on the ceiling. Kelvin lies just a few feet away from her. The bed is huge, but the emotional distance between them is wider than an ocean. He sleeps with his back turned to her, his breathing deep and even. She reaches out a hand, wanting to touch his shoulder, but she pulls back. The cold coming from him is freezing. She is married to a man who lives in her house, sleeps in her bed, and shares her name, but she is entirely, completely single. The whispers of a ghost. The daily routine of an invisible wife is always the same. Every morning begins at 5 a.m. Kate makes sure his clothes are perfectly pressed, his briefcase is packed, and his breakfast is set. He eats in silence, scrolling through news on his tablet. She sits across from him, passing the food, trying to find a way to start a conversation. "How was your night?" she asks. "Fine. Did you hear the rain last night? It was quite heavy, Mum." And that is it. That is the extent of their relationship. A few short words. When he leaves, he doesn't kiss her forehead. He drops a casual, "See you later," and the door shuts. The silence rushes back in, filling the empty house. To cope, she cleans. She dusts things that are already spotless. She tries to fill the hours, but the hours in an empty mansion stretch on forever. On Thursday, the silence is broken by a sudden visit. Her mother-in-law, Kelvin's mother, arrives unannounced. She enters the house like an invading army. "Kate," she calls out, her voice echoing through the high ceilings. "Mama." "Welcome," Kate says, greeting her respectfully as she takes her bags. The older woman doesn't waste time. She walks into the kitchen, opens the pots, and inspects the living room with a critical eye. She sits heavily on the sofa and looks at Kate, her eyes narrowing. "You are looking thin. What is the problem? Is my son not giving you enough money?" "No, Mama. He provides everything," Kate says, forcing a polite smile. Mama scoffs, waving her hand. "Then why is this house so quiet? A house like this should be noisy with the cries of children. It has been 3 years. My friends are holding their grandchildren, and I am here looking at empty walls. You are enjoying too much. Look at this big house. You have a driver, a cook, a rich husband. Women are praying for your life. What else do you want? Focus on giving my son a child." Every word she speaks feels like a heavy stone on Kate's chest. She looks at her mother-in-law, her throat tight with tears she dare not cry. You think I don't want children? Kate wants to scream. To have children, a man must touch his wife. A man must look at his wife. A man cannot grow a garden he never visits. But she cannot say that. In their culture, a good wife protects her husband's image, even if that image is crushing her alive. So she swallows the pain, nods her head, and says, "We are praying about it, Mama." That evening, a few friends stop by for drinks. They look at Kate's designer shoes, the massive television, the perfect kitchen, and they sigh with envy. "You are really living the life," one of them says, sipping wine. "Your husband is a good man. He bought you a new car last month, right? I wish my husband could afford half of these things." Kate smiles. She nods. She plays the part of the happy, blessed wife. She laughs at their jokes, but inside her soul is starving. They see the gold on her cage, but they do not see the bars. They do not know that she would trade every luxury for just 30 minutes of a husband who looks at her and truly sees her.